One of my favorite parts is we've done a lot of thinking about water, and now it's time to actually celebrate some of the individuals in the water sector. And what started out as a small idea a couple of years ago in terms of celebrating these individuals has now turned into the Hydro20 Award, which is really about, we went out and found sort of one of the best storytellers in the water business, Travis Loop over here, and he has now, over the last year, really gone out there and found the 20 sort of change makers in the water sector and has brought them to life. Some of them, many of them are here today, which we're going to celebrate, but also through videos all across the country. And these are, as I mentioned in my opening, these are not the most famous people in water. These are not the most loud voices in water, but these are the people that have started and begun to make massive changes in water, that have come from outside the water industry into the water industry. But these are people that are going to take this award, hopefully, and continue to make changes and rethink and transform water. So with that, I'll pass it off to Travis, who will talk to you about the Hydro20, and hopefully we can continue to celebrate these individuals today.
All right, it's post-lunch here, but we're going to try to pump it up because this is a celebration, right? One of the things with water is we are bombarded with the bad news and the latest challenge and crisis and problem, and that is defeating. It's not productive, and most importantly, it does not reflect what's happening on the ground in communities and environments across the U.S. And so one of the things that we wanted to do was find people that were driving change, that were disrupting norms, and that were doing good for water sustainability. Last January, we put out a call. We got over 150 nominations, which I think is pretty good for year one. And everybody in here is going to nominate someone this coming January. And a selection committee went through, voted blindly, voted independently, and we came up with this group of 20 people. The thing I love about them is we hear the word one water all the time, and it's often, oh, wastewater, stormwater, drinking water. That's not really one water. One water is everything that water touches, the people, the planet, our economy, our daily lives. And so this group really represents that mold. Very excited to share this video that's just a little bit about each of them. If you go to hydro20.org, you can see full videos, full films with each of their stories. So let's play that video now.
In water sustainability, there are those who see obstacles as opportunities. Let's celebrate these individuals. The ones driving change, disrupting norms, and doing good for water. Introducing the Hydro20.
Access.
Jorge Richardson, founder, Hope Hydration. Jorge is redefining public water access with IoT-enabled refill stations that deliver free, purified water, reduce plastic waste, and feature advertising on digital screens that make the system financially viable.
Advocacy.
Richard Diaz, Infrastructure Field Manager, Blue Green Alliance. Richard advocates for policies that replace lead pipes, create well-paying local jobs, and ensure infrastructure investments protect public health and strengthen communities.
Agriculture.
Seth Watkins, farmer, Pinhook Farm. Seth transformed his Iowa farm through regenerative practices, pushed for smarter agricultural policies, and raised awareness of farming's impacts on the Mississippi River.
Arts.
Britton Smith, lead singer, Britton and the Sting. Britton uses his music to spark imaginations and conversations about the importance of water through his theatrical show Mama, which made a splash on World Water Day.
Business.
Dan Tedesco, Associate Director of Community Water Systems, Brita. Dan leads partnerships with hundreds of cities to provide filters, giving families clean water while lead service lines are replaced, and driving the company's efforts to cut single-use plastic.
Communication.
Teal Leto, Western Water Girl. Teal reaches 70,000 followers on TikTok with bold, accessible content that unpacks Western water issues, disrupts traditional media channels, and mobilizes a new generation of advocates.
Conservation.
Jerry Holden, Director, Southern Region, Ducks Unlimited. Jerry has led large-scale land conservation and wetland restoration efforts across the southern U.S., including securing funds to bolster coastal resilience and agricultural sustainability.
Finance.
Dana Okano, Director, Hawaii Environmental Finance Center. Dana created the center to direct millions of dollars for infrastructure to island communities, blending financial innovation with indigenous knowledge and community-led management.
Food and beverage.
Tom Gamble, owner and operator, Gamble Estates. Tom redefines winemaking in Napa Valley with app-driven irrigation, data analytics, autonomous tractors, and water recycling to maximize efficiency on his vineyard and protect the Napa River.
Front lines.
Shanna Yazzie, Manager, Safety and Compliance, Dig Deep. Shanna led teams that brought running water to remote parts of Navajo Nation where 1 in 3 homes lack access, and now ensures all the organization's projects are carried out safely.
Government.
Rachel Brown, Senior Policy Advisor, U.S. Department of the Interior. Rachel guided agency collaboration that directed billions of dollars into systems for Native communities, helped resolve tribal water rights, and forged partnerships to meet tribal water needs.
Indigenous.
Lorelei Cloud, Southern Ute Indian Tribal Council. Lorelei advocated for the Southern Ute tribe's water rights, chaired the 10 Tribes Partnership for Colorado River Management, and is the first Native American on Colorado's Water Conservation Board.
Innovation.
Elena Harkness, CEO, Current. Elena leads Great Lakes Renew, a $160 million initiative accelerating water technology and the circular economy across the region, building on work at Current to spur innovation in Chicago.
Justice.
Carletta Davis, President, We Matter Community Association. Carletta exposed systemic infrastructure failures in Pritchard, Alabama, mobilizing residents to fight for change and securing federal intervention for safe sanitation and affordable water.
Policy.
Manny Teodoro, Professor of Public Affairs, University of Wisconsin-Madison. Manny challenges conventional water governance with data-driven research, from Wisconsin's first water system report cards to groundbreaking analysis of affordability and a book on public distrust of tap water.
Science.
Raha Hakim-Davar, CEO, Sciens Space, and research professor, Georgetown University. Raha developed space-based hydrology at NASA, advanced watershed research with the U.S. Forest Service, and now leads real-time monitoring of water in the private sector.
Sports.
Omar Mitchell, Vice President of Sustainable Infrastructure and Growth Initiatives, National Hockey League. Omar leads the NHL's push for sustainability, cutting consumption in arenas, deploying the venue metrics tool to track efficiency, and launching restoration efforts like Gallons for Goals.
Technology.
Greg Newbloom, founder and CEO, Membrion. Greg is transforming industrial wastewater treatment with a breakthrough membrane technology that recovers water and critical minerals, plus slashes disposal costs and emissions.
Treatment.
Aaron Tartakovsky, CEO, Epic Clean Tech. Aaron is scaling on-site water reuse, which recycles up to 95% of a building's wastewater in projects like Salesforce Tower, while supporting policies, funding, and outreach to expand the practice.
Utility.
Aaron Kirkland, Superintendent, Green Stormwater Operations, Philadelphia Water Department. Aaron rose from apprentice to superintendent, where he oversees maintenance of the city's green infrastructure and builds a workforce of community members that need careers. These individuals are wave makers for water sustainability. These are the Hydro20.
All right, we are very fortunate to have a strong contingent of these 20 people in the room. We're going to have them come up and get an award. I want to first say thank you to Sciens Water and Alex for being a partner on incubating and launching this. This is just year one, and I hope it's that baby step to bigger strides. And I also want to thank the other sponsors, the Environmental Defense Fund, Antea Group, and Human Capital Solutions. You all know that things don't happen without investment, so thanks to all of them. All right, we're gonna do the awards piece.
If the individuals who are here can please come up to a big round of applause, and then we'll have them say a few words, but thank you. Over there. You want to say something?
Maybe after.
Of a powerful network of other people that all believe that we can't afford to waste a single drop of the world's most precious resource. I think that's the thing that we all share, and it is such an honor to be part of the first class of the Hydro20. So thank you all for being part of the journey, and thank you all. Good luck with your work. Yeah.
Hey, no, thanks. Just again, thanks to all of you. You welcomed myself and Cody into your communities and to your businesses and to what you're doing, and peeled back those layers and showed the impact that you're making. So keep it up. First class of Hydro20. Thanks, everybody. And nominations open January 5th for next year. So get ready. Everybody in this room, please submit somebody.
Of course, absolutely. You want to say something? We just have one more. Jorge wanted to say a few words also.
Hello, everybody. I'm Jorge Richardson. It's an honor to be here. I mean, I don't deserve to be here amongst some of the other people here, so congratulations, everybody. I think it's a beautiful, very serendipitous moment for me personally, for Hope Hydration. We started the company, and I won't say who, but we were talking to a very large city in the US, and we were talking to maybe their water and power group, maybe. And I asked them how many water fountains they had and why didn't they have more. And they said, well, you know what, we don't know, and we don't have more because we don't have money for them. And the question that me and our early team had was, how do we rethink this model? And we said, well, instead of charging cities to install water fountains, what if we make them for free? What if we pay you to host ours? And it's a very full circle moment here, and I owe a lot of thanks to the Sciens team who organized this, because 2 years ago, we were still a very baby startup, and they said, you know what, like, I think there's something here. Like, you're rethinking it. Why don't you come and you demo? And we hosted a station here. And the people who reached out to us after, we're now in 5 cities. We'll be in 20 by the end of next year across the US. And then after that, we're going international. So it's a big full circle moment for us, because you don't just say, let's rethink it. You put the full force of the organization behind it. You make it happen. So on behalf of everybody who won today, thank you for doing what you guys do. We need more. I hope it's like 400 one day, because there's just too many awards, but thank you.
I had to speak because I don't know when I'm going to get another chance to be in a room like this. These honorees are so impressive, and I was tearing up hearing about all the work that you're doing. I am from Dallas, Texas. I grew up in like a really churchy community. I was in church on Sunday, on Wednesdays, like so much fucking church. And I believe that I am called to bring people together. Like, that is my purpose as an artist, as a storyteller, and we're gonna do it right now. So clapping brings us together. And across identities, people don't realize that water brings us together. It is the most unifying thing. You guys know this, but people don't consider how unifying water is. And as somebody obsessed with unifying us, I'm so grateful that I found the water and that she found me, that I can sing and clap and dance and be goofy in front of scientists and advocates and leaders and engineers, to remind people to pause and consider how amazing water is. And so this award is encouraging me to pause more people to think about this forgotten, delicious, life-affirming element, because so many people just forget how special she is. So thank you for this reminder, and I promise to use this as a reminder to keep reminding people to pause, to think about this amazing thing called water. Water's amazing. Thank you.
Good afternoon. I'm Shanna Yazi. I'm coming from the Navajo Nation, approximately close to 2,000 miles. So I'm going to stand up here and say something. And plus, I have a flight at 8 p.m. All right. So I appreciate everybody. I appreciate Travis coming out and coming to the homelands of the Navajo Nation. One thing is very difficult when I go on travel trips is there's families every morning limited to water on how much they can use. Some of the families only get 250 gallons per month and can really utilize that water. So when it comes to rethinking water, share with your family on how to conserve water. On the Navajo Nation, we are in a mega drought, and even having livestock is part of our daily lives. Having pets, having farming is something that we rely on to sustain ourselves in the future. When I stand here, I wanted to take a 20-minute shower, but I limited to 5 minutes. So I want to thank you all for coming together today and celebrating the honorees here and allowing me to provide this information to you. If you come to Navajo Nation, come to the Cameron, Arizona. I'm part of tourism.
Very inspirational. I mean, it's all about bringing different voices together. So, any of you, Raha, would you like to say anything? No? Okay, well, thank you again. And we look forward to continuing this and bringing storytelling. As everybody knows, I think we need more stories, we need more storytelling, and we need them to bring you into the limelight more and to showcase that. So thank you, Travis, for putting this together. I know it's hard to go to Hawaii to do this and the Navajo Nation and everywhere else and the NHL, but thank you again, and we look forward to continuing it next year and showcasing another 20 people. And hopefully these 20 continue to do what you're doing, because we really think what you're doing is special. And